This video will show you how to quickly find and cite research articles for an assignment. Again, citation should be used anytime you're making basically a statement of fact that references something that you learned from the scientific literature. So let's say I was digging around in the literature, finding papers, and noticed that there was a really good paper that demonstrated that AMPK decreases mTOR activity. I'm writing that in my assignment here, and I'm ready to cite it. So the way that I typically find papers is to use a website called Google Scholar. It works just like Google. You type in your keywords, it brings up articles related to this. The beautiful part of the Scholar is that it only searches scientific publications and therefore is a little bit better than just using Google itself. In finding that, during my research, I was finding that this paper is what supported my statement, a link between AMPK and mTOR signaling pathway. So what I would do to cite this is I would click on these two quotation marks, which you can see when I hover over them, briefly said cite. It shows you 5 different ways that you can cite this, so MLA, APA, etc. For me personally, for assignments for most of my students, I don't care, so you can just select one. We'll note the author, so Kimura is the first author, and this was published in 2003. So what I would then come to do is to cite that here. So I would cite that person's name, 2003, and then I would come to my references and I would paste that reference here. As a professor, this allows me to quickly see, here's the name and the date. At the bottom of your paper, you would have your references, and I can easily identify them. Again, it's not perfect and doesn't necessarily work for a lot of scientists, but for kind of what I often expect for my students to just quickly cite it is a really quick and easy way to accomplish that.